This is what we're not going to do. We're not going to keep putting the man down. We're staying with him. We're going to stay with him, and we're going to start talking positively about it. If we're not going to stay with him, let's leave and shut up. That's what I'm thinking. We're going to stop talking about this all the damn time. This is what we're not going to do. We're not going to keep putting the man down. We're staying with him. We're going to stay with him, and we're going to start talking positively about it. If we're not going to stay with him, let's leave and shut up. That's what I'm thinking, right? We're going to stop talking about this all the damn time. This is what we're not going to do. We're not going to keep putting the man down. We're staying with him. We're going to stay with him, and we're going to start talking positively about it. If we're not going to stay with him, let's leave and shut up.
What if I told you reality TV's most loyal husband might have been living a double life for 2 straight years? The same man worshipped for loyalty now tangled in a scandal so wild it makes love and hip-hop look soft, and this time it comes with receipts. Brace yourself, because after this, you'll never see Daddy the same way again. You might want to brace yourself for this one because what I am about to reveal is messier than a no-security love and hip-hop reunion hosted by Joe's Line. Imagine this. Mr. Calm, cool, and ultimate daddiest, Dr. Damon himself seems to have taken his real-life role beyond the operating room. And no, I am not talking about medical procedures. While Dr. Heavenly proudly stood by her perfect husband before the world, word is Damon was allegedly sneaking around, giving special attention to a nurse young enough to be his daughter. Yes, you heard that right, half his age. So much for loyalty and the whole black love ideal. And trust me, this is not just some random rumor floating around. Nope, this comes loaded with receipts, anonymous tips, vanished TikToks, and a level of shade so brutal even SPF 1000 could not protect you. The very man celebrated as reality TV's only genuine husband might have been running a whole other life behind that surgical mask. Stay close, because once you hear this story, you will never see Daddy the same way again. Now, let us rewind a bit. For more than 10 years, Dr. Heavenly Kimes sold us a perfect picture. The outspoken dental queen of Married to Medicine, always preaching submission, obedience, and respect for your man, had positioned herself as the unofficial ambassador of traditional black love. And right at the heart of that carefully crafted image was her soft-spoken Kamara-shy husband, Dr. Damon. Damon Kimes, better known as Daddy, Saint Damon of the operating room, and the only reality TV husband who seemed to steer clear of the nonsense, or at least that is what we believed. Because let us be honest, sometimes the quietest man on camera turns out to be a whole savage when the spotlight fades. And, trust me, Damon is no different. The very same Dr. Damon who once humbly said, "Heavenly makes the decisions. I just follow," seems to have been following someone else straight into those late-night clinic hours. And no, this has nothing to do with treating patients. Enter Jada, 29-year-old nurse practitioner from Atlanta with a soft life mindset and a budget dedicated to BBLs. And somehow, someway, Jada allegedly became Damon's favorite after-hours assignment. Now, let us not pretend to be shocked. This is reality TV. After all, we have watched people get cheated on, spit on, dunked in pools, and even dragged by their wigs. But this hits on a different level, because Dr. Heavenly built her whole brand acting like she held the blueprint to love and marriage. She judged everyone else's relationships with the fire of a Sunday morning preacher. She slammed Toya for reckless spending, labeled Quad as damaged goods, and made it crystal clear that if a man ever cheated on her, she would walk away. No questions, no mercy, except she did not, because according to sources close to the show, Dr. paraphrase and rewrite the following text with a completely fresh perspective. Use creative phrasing and unique sentence structures to deliver the same information but in an engaging, educational, and human-like manner. Ensure the rewritten text does not feel reused or robotic. Make it insightful, with no irrelevant details added or important information removed. Here is your extended 800-word rewrite. Damon's rumored entanglement with Nurse Jada was far from a one-off mistake or a careless moment of poor judgment. This alleged affair was not some fleeting lapse in loyalty. It was a slow-burning situation that, according to multiple sources, unfolded steadily over a span of 2 full years, 2 entire years. While Dr. Heavenly stood before the cameras, passionately defending her marriage and sharing her heart in countless confessionals, Damon was reportedly moving in complete contrast behind the scenes. Whispers suggest he was setting up private meetings that had absolutely nothing to do with patient care or professional responsibilities. It all reportedly started back in 2022. At a wellness conference, Damon helped host an event meant to promote health, wellness, and professional networking. Jada, working part-time for a pop-up aesthetic clinic. attended the event as part of her hustle to build her name in the cosmetic field, but as the story goes, Damon seemed to be drawn to more than just her professional credentials. The youthful, carefree energy Jada brought into that room purportedly caught his attention in ways that went far beyond casual professional curiosity. Now, before anyone jumps in with the old, it was probably just innocent networking defense. Let us take a closer look at what the digital streets had to say. And by digital streets, we are talking about those late-night Reddit confession threads, messy Twitter gossip spaces, and the kind of anonymous tip-offs that often carry just enough truth to make your jaw drop. It started with a few grainy photos. Blurry shots taken inside dimly lit lounges where Damon was spotted a little too close to a woman who definitely was not his wife. Then came the mysteriously deleted clips that briefly surfaced showing Damon in compromising positions, hugging a mystery woman whose face may have been half-turned, but whose identity insiders claimed to know all too well. And if that was not enough to raise eyebrows, leaked text messages began making the rounds. Alleged screenshots of conversations where Jada herself boldly wrote, "He told me the marriage is just for TV now." That single line hit like a bombshell across fan pages and gossip blogs. Because if true, it was more than a casual flirtation. This sounded like a full-blown emotional affair, if not something deeper. The narrative shifted from whispers about a potential fling to a scandal laced with deception, manipulation, and a blatant disregard for the very public image Damon and Heavenly had spent years polishing. People began to connect dots they did not even know were waiting to be connected. Why was Damon always so calm on camera? Was that laid-back, drama-avoiding persona just a clever cover-up for a man who had mastered the art of flying under the radar? Fans could not help but wonder if the man who always seemed so mild-mannered was actually playing a long game of deceit, using his wife's bold and outspoken nature as the perfect distraction from his own indiscretions. And poor Heavenly Wife, she stood on the front lines preaching about loyalty, submission, and standing by your man. Was she unknowingly holding up a facade built on betrayal? For a woman who built her platform on counseling others to leave cheating men, this alleged scandal struck a nerve on a whole different level. Was she so caught up in playing the role of the devoted wife that she missed all the signs herself? Or, worse, did she see the red flags and choose to look the other way until the rumors could no longer be silenced? As the rumors kept gaining traction, the chatter online intensified. Every old clip, every past interview, every past quote from Damon and Heavenly was being pulled apart and examined under a new light. Suddenly, harmless moments seemed suspicious, innocent gestures seemed calculated, and once dismissed rumors started sounding a lot more believable. The scandal evolved from a whisper campaign into a full-on spectacle, one that no amount of damage control could easily erase. And amid all the noise, one haunting question continued to echo: was this who Damon really was all along? Was the man who claimed to let his wife make all the decisions actually orchestrating his own double life in the shadows? And if so, what did that say about everything the couple had presented to the world? Because this was no longer just about gossip or a messy love triangle. This was about trust, authenticity, and the painful realization that sometimes, even the people we put on pedestals might be hiding cracks deep beneath the surface. I am the one he actually feels safe with. Now, if that is not a blazing red flag, I do not know what is. And here is the kicker: Heavenly might have seen those signs too, but chose to turn a blind eye. Because in this video, we are unpacking the exact moment this scandal cracked wide open and how the fans, the cast, and even Bravo started stitching together the chaos. Because once the internet caught a whiff of this mess, it was full throttle, no holding back. Fans quickly started connecting every shady breadcrumb, from those blurry hookah lounge snapshots to late-night Instagram lives with cryptic captions like "Ain't no loyalty out here, just lies in a white coat." And of course, we cannot forget Jada's soft launch posts. That is when everything took a wild turn. Suddenly, that mysterious conference trip Damon took last year started looking real suspicious. Fans did their homework and, guess what? They tracked down the hotel location, and who just so happened to tag herself in the lobby mirror that exact weekend. You guessed it, -JADA. With a caption that read, "I love a man who keeps his promises. Girl, bye." But it got even messier. An already deleted TikTok from one of Jada's friends showed Damon's unmistakable bald head in the background of a birthday dinner, arms wrapped around Jada from behind and, yes, rocking the exact same blazer he wore on Bravo just 3 weeks later. By this point, fans were practically frothing at the mouth. Twitter was in absolute chaos. Bravo, Subreddits exploded, some threads hitting over 1,200 comments, each more unhinged than the last. And the reactions? Oh, they were mixed. Some fans flat out said, "Heavenly deserved this, you cannot tear down every other woman's man and expect yours to be a saint." Others, they were just in pure shock. If Damon really cheated, it felt like hope officially left the group chat. People were joking about deleting their Hinge accounts, and it did not stop there. Even former cast members jumped into the mess with sneaky subtweets. Mariah Hook threw shade on her IG story, writing, "All that submission talk, only to get submitted to the streets." Quad took it a step further. She reposted a clip of herself laughing with the caption, "Karma always comes dressed in scrubs." But the real bombshell dropped when a supposed insider claiming to work at Damon's clinic slid into a gossip page's DMs with this gem. "We have seen her. Jada has been around. She always came through the back door." After hours, no one said a word, because it was Daddy. You do not question Daddy. Chilly, the way they said you do not question Daddy. What is this? A mob family? But wait, it gets worse. Leaked screenshots started circulating of a text exchange between Jada and a friend. That ended with, "He says he is staying married for the cameras and the brand, but I know his heart is with me. Excuse me, are we watching Married to Medicine or How to Ruin a Marriage 101? And right in the middle of this chaos, what did Dr. Heavenly do? Absolutely nothing. No fiery rants, no shady videos, not even a petty clapback. She just vanished. This is the same woman who once dragged a fellow castmate for having a community DK husband, and now her own man is allegedly pulling double shifts in the bedroom. And while Heavenly stayed silent, the world, oh baby, it got loud. Loud enough to be impossible to ignore. Because when a woman who built her entire image on "I would never stay with a cheating man" suddenly goes dead silent, that is not peace. That is a public meltdown waiting to explode in real time. 3 days after the rumors hit, fans started noticing something strange. No, Heavenly YouTube Live. No fiery welcome back to Dr. Heavenly University rant. Not even a shady tweet about bitter women with sliding lace fronts, just silence. And then boom, out of nowhere, she popped up on Instagram Live. No lashes. No glam. No filter. Just swollen eyes and a trembling voice. She stared straight into the camera and said, "I ain't going to pretend. I'm not okay. Y'all seen the blogs. Y'all seen the pictures. Y'all know what it is." And just like that, confirmation without even saying his name. Heavenly was hurt. She spoke for 15 long minutes, trying her best to hold it together, but you could hear the heartbreak in every pause. She said, "I really believed if I respected my man, loved him right, kept my household strong, he'd never do me dirty. But I guess even Daddy can let you down, girl." We all felt that. And the internet, it absolutely lost its mind. Blogs blew up. YouTubers went live with 10-hour streams, covering every messy detail. Even Tammy Roman jumped in with a TikTok saying, "That's why I always tell y'all, you can't outpray a player." But hold up, because the mess just kept coming. According to multiple insiders, including a Jonas, the lady who cleans at Bravo's office, the network is already flipping the script on the upcoming season to make this scandal the main storyline. Word is, an emergency sit-down between Heavenly and Damon is already rolling on camera. And the wildest rumor, Jada herself might show up for a confessional. But the real kicker, a leaked voicemail, allegedly from Dr. Damon, popped up just days after Heavenly's live. In the recording, a calm male voice says, "I did not mean to hurt you. You knew what this was. I never lied about my situation." Excuse me, sir, you knew what this was? Are we talking about cheating or finalizing a lease agreement? At that point, fans were officially done. Not my daddy started trending on X, formerly Twitter. People began unfollowing Damon left and right. One former patient even dropped a Yelp review saying, "Great with teeth, terrible with loyalty." And as for Heavenly, she went on a deleting spree, scrubbing over 35 photos of her and Damon from her page, including their 25th anniversary post. She even unfollowed every friend who ever so much as smiled at Jada. But the burning question remains, is she staying? Or is this goodbye for good? Because not long after, Heavenly posted a cryptic IG caption, a photo of herself standing alone on a balcony with the words, "When the mask comes off, so does the fantasy." And now, the whole world is holding its breath, waiting to see if Dr. Heavenly will forgive the man she built an empire with, or set it all on fire. Paraphrase and rewrite the following text with a completely fresh perspective. Use creative phrasing and unique sentence structures to deliver the same information but in an engaging, educational, and human-like manner. Ensure the rewritten text does not feel reused or robotic. Make it insightful, with no irrelevant details, added or important information removed. Here is your 400-word rewrite. Now that the picture-perfect fantasy has officially come crashing down, and the medical scrubs are stained with scandal, it forces us all to stop and wonder. Was any of this ever genuine? Was Dr. Damon really the devoted daddy figure the world admired and praised? Or was he simply a master of quiet deception, a man who expertly played the role of the loyal husband while slipping through the cracks, comfortably hidden behind Heavenly's loud no-nonsense personality and his own polished, I avoid drama image? And let us not forget Dr. Heavenly herself, the woman who proudly stood as Atlanta's loudest voice for strong women, who built her entire brand on advising women to walk away from any man who disrespected them. The same woman who preached about leaving cheaters without a second thought now finds herself caught in the center of a storm she never saw coming. Or maybe she did see it coming, and chose silence until the truth became too loud to ignore. The burning question remains. Will Heavenly stand by the principles she has shouted from every platform for years? Will she practice what she so boldly preached, showing women everywhere that even when it is hard, self-respect must come first? Or will she quietly bend her own rules, choosing to protect the empire she built alongside a man who may have been betraying her trust all along? And then, of course, there is Jada, the nurse, the self-proclaimed soft life queen, the woman who knowingly stepped into the direct messages of a married man and played her part in this unfolding drama. Did she genuinely believe she was special? Was she misled by sweet words and false promises? Or was she fully aware of the damage she could cause and simply did not care? This situation is no longer just another messy headline or reality TV gossip fodder. It has become a real-time case study on trust, betrayal, and the uncomfortable truths hiding behind carefully crafted public images. It challenges everything fans thought they knew about love, loyalty, and the people they looked up to on their screens. And now, with the whole world watching, every move from here on out will speak volumes. But was she manipulated? Or was she boldly manifesting someone else's husband like it was her personal mission? One thing is certain, this is not just messy drama. This is a full-blown masterclass in public humiliation, emotional chess, and how a so-called perfect marriage can flip into a Bravo-produced expose overnight. But now we want your take. Should Heavenly stick it out, or drag Daddy straight to divorce court? Was Damon ever really the man we all believed in, or has he been running the long con from day one? And does Jada truly deserve all this heat, or was she just playing her part in a game someone else started? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because believe us, we are reading every single word. And if you think this tea is piping hot now, wait till you see what's next. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and ring the bell like you are smacking Damon upside the head. Because baby, this tea is scalding, and we are just getting started.